Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly video here at Lowe Co. Hey, this week I just wanted to do for you guys an update on where properties are selling above their rateable value. Now I've done a couple of these before and I found the feedback to be really good, so if you're a home seller you might find this really interesting. If you're a home buyer, hopefully you'll find it helpful. Now starting off with, there's 5 regions in Wellington, okay, so I'm starting with the Northern Region first of all. Now the Northern Region, this is from January to March this year, so this is my first update for 2018. The Northern Region is actually selling now on average 52% above their rateable value. So it's the best of the 5 regions in Wellington. It was 48% the last time I did a video, so it's continued to increase this year by another 4%. Now the thing I love about the northern suburbs is that it's still reasonably good value for money, particularly in Newlands. I've had a couple of big sales in Newlands recently just based on the fact that there's a lot of competition for those houses there because they do have low rateable values and you can still get pretty good value for money in the northern suburbs. Moving on to Western, so this includes suburbs such as Karori, Kandala and Nio. They're more expensive homes, generally speaking, than the northern suburbs. The percentage above the rateable value this year, January, February and March, is 40%. So it's not quite as high as the northern suburbs, but you have got more expensive properties there, which tends to bring the actual figure above the rateable value down a little bit because the rateable values are a little bit higher. Having said that, I had a huge sale in Karori last week that was well in excess of the 40% over our value. So it's a little bit inconsistent, but just as a guise, 40% in the western suburbs at the moment. Central, now this is always a bit interesting because it includes the apartments. It also includes suburbs like Aru Valley, Mount Victoria and Brooklyn. So you've got some really beautiful stately character type homes in those suburbs. The thing is that the figures tend to come down because of the apartments. So generally speaking, with a rateable value on an apartment, it's very, very hard to get 50 or 60% over that unless it's a very, very nice up to earthquake code apartment. So the figures are lower, they're 33% this year. That's not unusual. They always tend to be a bit lower. They are actually higher than the last video I did though, which was 28%. So a small increase there. If you've got an apartment, still not a bad time to look at selling in central Wellington. Eastern suburbs, my favourite area. I grew up in Miramar, to be honest. So this includes Miramar, Kilbirnie and Lyell Bay. 41%, pretty good. Lyell Bay, hugely popular this year. You'd be well in advance of that just in Lyell Bay alone on percentage, but there hasn't been a lot of sales in Lyell Bay, so we have to look at the whole area. 41%, that's still pretty good going. Eastern suburbs is very, very consistent. Southern suburbs, well, this has been the strongest of the 5 regions. Again, the same on the previous 2 videos I did. This includes Island Bay, Berhampore and Newtown, so this is the southern suburbs. Once again, we're looking at just January, February and March this year, 2018, 48% above rateable value on average. So, look, that's blooming good. It was 47%, it was 47% last time, it's now up to 48%. Southern Wellington, still very, very popular, has been that way for the last couple of years. It'll give you an insight. If you're looking at buying, that's where you kind of need to be. If you're selling, still good news for home sellers at the moment. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you found that video useful this week.